amazing DJ, Nadia the DJ. You know how she does. Make sure you're following her at Nadia the DJ on all social media handles. And when we're talking about social media handles, we are the #1 connecting show. So as you sit back, relax, and of course view us, all you need to do is connect with us too. Use that hashtag Diaspora Connect at Citizen TV Kenya when you come through on the X app. Alafu apana ogopa watu wetu kwenye Instagram lane. Make sure you follow us at Diaspora Connect KE, and then ukiingia pale, make sure you follow, alafu slide in our DMs, and remember, you're the most important person on the show. So all you need to always do is include your name and where you're tuned in from. Ukishaweka hizo bili alafu follow with a message, iende sana. We shall be reading them as the show rolls on. Plus, we have a lot coming up on the show. These are our highlights. Tonight on Diaspora Connect, we are serving up Kenyan food in a foreign land with the one and only George, aka Ugali Man. Then, Anandi Queen Latuk Chepkemoi, who climbed from shift supervisor to multi-unit manager in just 3 years. And she's just getting started. Kenyan-American rapper CFO List drops his new single Let's Talk Ball and shares his life lesson he learned from the GOAT debate that changed everything for him. On the Hangout, we do have a teacher, Priti Mwende, all the way from the United Arab Emirates. From the kitchen to the corner office to the pitch, let's connect. Kabisa, you see, lots of good stories, amazing Kenyans on the other side, raring to go. And of course, kama uko nyumbani, make sure you're getting interactive with us. Na pia ukitaka, kuna mtu amekwambia, unaweza chukua notebook pia, uandike some of the valuable things that tunasikia leo, ama hata kama si kuandika, ukikuwa pale kwa simu, ukituandikia message, ingia kwenye notes app, ingia pahali pale unajikumbushanga vitu, andika some of these important things, because we always give out those hidden gems every single Saturday from 10 p.m. till late. Alafu, tukiangalia pia good things. It's always an amazing thing when we have guests pull up on us via Zoom. Sindio tukiwangelesha hapa na pale, but also inakuanga swadakta sana tukiwa na guests in studio. And today, niko na mwalimu hapa anaitwa Priti Mwende, and as you can see, she's up in the studio. Karibu sana. How are you?
Asante sana.
Kwa salama?
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Umetoka wapi manze? Unajua watu wakiona wasi hapa kwa Hangout wanajua watu wametoka diaspora wamekuja nyumbani.
Samabani.
Yeah. Inakubalika kabisa. So for those who are watching you for the first time, kwa wale wakutambui, please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Priti Mwende Wambua. I am a teacher in the UAE, but mimi ni Mkenya, mimi ni Mkamba from Kitui. But yes, I've been in the UAE for 3 years.
Umekuja nyumbani. Is this your first time home after 3 years, ama umekuwa in and out?
Takwambia la. So we come for summer, we come for Christmas.
Yes.
Utakuja Easter. It's up to you and your pocket.
Yeah, ina depend.
Yes,
na sasa hivi leo umekuja hii period, is it niseme nini? Unajua wasa zingine kuna kugana hiyo season, as you've said, summer, all this. Is that in that, or is there other agendas at play that you've come home for?
No, really. Just coming home to see family. Nice. You know, it gets very isolating out there.
Of course.
In Africa, tumezoea kwa pamoja, kuishi pamoja, kuomba na sukari, huko hata mjuani. So, you know, kukuja home hata ukiwa kwa matatu unafurahia tu.
Unafurahia tu, ukiona tu kitu yote ya Ukenya, hata wristband.
Let me tell you, you just smile. Jana I was just laughing in the matatu. Yani, ni furaha tu.
Ni furaha. Yes. Kwanza hiyo matatu culture, unajua kuna places zingine, maneno inakuwa ngumu. But I love the fact that you're here. Thank you very much. We'll be talking to you some more. Tako to explain ya journey yako, especially as a teacher, pia work-life balance, na pia umuhimu ya kurudi nyumbani. Unajua every now and then. But also, kuna vitu fulani si ufanya hapa kwa show. Na leo utakuwa my lovely guest. Utainteract na mimi, nikikuuliza swali unajibu. Like, for example, tutakuwa na kitu hapa kwa show inaitwa Sights and Sounds. So this is where I'll show you aerial view of a city. Unaona kama hii city hapa? So I'll show you an aerial view of a place. It might be on your bucket list. Inaweza kuwa ni place opportunity imefunguka. Inaweza kuwa place umeona kwa movie. So this is our sights and sounds. Angalia hiyo mandhari, look at the bridge, angalia maji. Unaona? Maneno mazuri. And then all I need you to do, especially if you're at home, is to guess where this is. Kama unajua hapa ni wapi, umeiona kwa movie fulani, ama wewe na familia yako, wewe na mpoa wako mumeingia hii maeneo, tuambie. Hashtag yetu ni Diaspora Connect @Citizen TV Kenya. Alafu watu wa IG, Instagram, hapana ogopa, ingia @Diaspora Connect KE. But of course, nataka niulize mwalimu wetu hapa in studio, najua uko well traveled, umeingia kwenye maps hapa na pale, umeangalia different continents. And throughout the show, don't worry, this is your first guess.
Okay.
So you feel free. See, hapa kuna wrong answers. So tell me where you think this is. I'll give you 3 more guesses, and as the show goes on, I'll be giving you facts, clues about this particular area, this particular city, this particular country, so that you can narrow it down well. Hata wewe uko nyumbani, kumbuka, you're our most important person on the show. So as you're at home right now, so unajua hii WhatsApp number, wacha nikuweke WhatsApp number yangu kwa screen, ndio ujue vile tunaenda, si ndio? So my WhatsApp number that is on your screen right now, text us, write us that message. Na ukiandika hiyo message usisahau, tuambie wewe ni nani, where are you tuned in from, alafu niambie, Neville, I think this place is ... XXX, and I'll be reading all your amazing answers and of course comments as the show rolls on. As I was telling Pretty Mwende hapa, nimwambia, as the show rolls on, takuwa nikikupatia interesting facts and clues about this region, ndio as you're guessing at home, una get to the right answer kabisa, si ndio? So that's a good look. Aya, imeongea sana, nikikupatia time ufikirie.
It's a hard one.
Imefika ile wakati. Where do you think this is? Nipatie guess. Hii ya kwanza hakuna wrong answers. Niambie, nitaiweka pahali and then we'll continue on.
From this cross, sijui kama ni Orthodox Christians.
Okay, naona umeanza ku narrow it down. Umeanza kuona some things. Nini nyingine umeona ambayo inaweza kufanya unipatie your answer? Give me a guess.
There was a flag, but I can't tell. I really cannot even guess.
Uliona flag pahali?
There was a flag somewhere, but...
Where do you think this is? Usi overthink, ini guess ya kwanza.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
You don't know? But you don't know is not an answer. Wewe kama mwalimu nikikuandikia kwa exam I don't know, siyo ni zero.
We'll find out why you don't know.
After you've given me my good 0. So give me one guess.
Oh gosh, I'm so wrong, I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Croatia.
Croatia. Okay. You see, it wasn't so hard to guess, mwalimu. Croatia is her first guess. I love it. Ni sawa. If we go for a break, nikakuallow uende backstage uchukue Mwakenya. Ulize ChatGPT. You ask friends and family.
I did not teach geography, hey?
And you at home, please remember, you're our most important person on the show, so make sure you're interacting with us. I would love to read some of your comments, suggestions, everything that you have to say about us right now. Also remember, you can ask us a few questions. Ukisikia kuna kitu nataka kuuliza, please make sure na feel free, hapana hesitate, iende sana. Also, as we continue to proceed to give you what you need, nataka tuende kwa our first guest, ambayo ako all the way in the United States of America. Tumekuwa tukidib and double because, as we said, 2 weeks ago they were celebrating their independence, unajua, and 250 years of freedom is still being celebrated, plus the World Cup. The world's biggest game. Tonight kuna ile third place match that is gonna go on, England, France pale, tukingoja finale maeneo ya kesho, but also that is a good look for sure, especially kama watu wako US kabisa. But right now we're going to meet a queen. She's called Latuk. How are you? How are you doing? Siku imekuwa aje?
Siku imekuwa poa, jipaje kwa studio?
Si tuko best kabisa. Last week weather ilikuwa terrible, but leo ka sunshine, a bit cloudy, but bado imeweza. How is the weather like on your side, and where are you?
I'm in North Carolina. I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina. The weather is horrible, unfortunately. Tunachomeka, but we thank God anyway.
Yes. Summertime vibes. Tunasikiaga tu summertime. Ndo hiyo sasa jua inachoma. What else goes on during this period? Are people more outside? Are people doing activities nje sana? Are people traveling even more? Ama summertime ni time maybe just break from school and a bit of work and gathering with family. Talk to us about that summertime period before tujue wewe ni nani Latuk.
Ina depend, you know, some of us tuko huku hatuna family, so some of us we are just still working. Of course kuna watu wanatumia time ku travel kwenda home, really ina depend, you know. Students of course saizi ni time yao ya kuchapa job, ku save for the next semester. It really depends uko wapi kwa maisha. Yeah, but definitely tunaenda nje, we're swimming, we're enjoying the weather, we're enjoying the sun.
Okay. I love to hear that. And thank you very much for taking the time out to join us. Tunajua ungekuwa, unajua ni Mkenya, tunajua ungekuwa umesherekea pahali, unajua ungekuwa enjoy a good time. But thank you for taking that time to come to talk to us right here on Diaspora Connect, because tungependa sana tujue Latuk alifikaje North Carolina, ni alibebwa tu na ndege, alipata good luck, or did she work hard for it? So kindly Latuk, give us your backstory. Tunajua wewe ni Mkenya, but tell us ni opportunity gani zilijifungua majuu ndo ukaingia majuu ka do your thing. Talk to us about and let's relive some of those moments before you went to North Carolina.
So for me personally, I got lucky. Nilikuja huku na green card. A lot of people wanakuja huku na student visa, but personally the best way ya kukuja ni green card, which of course depends on, it's really just luck. Juni lottery, unacheza lottery. So I got lucky, I came through the green card, you know. I have a good friend of mine here, her name is Benna. She took me in. Nikatafuta tu kazi, you know, I used to walk to work first before I even had a car. So nilianza tu life pole pole, started as a shift supervisor working for Taco Bell, and then just rose up the ranks over the years. So this is my 4th year huku. The only advice I can give people is to just try and try and try. I had a passion for traveling. I got lucky when I was in college and got to go to Germany. So the dream was born then, but I come from a very humble background. So for me, it wasn't something that my parents could do for me. So it was really just about trying out different ways. So I used to just ask people, you guys will travel aje? My cousin akaniambia, you know, you should try and apply for the green card, which I did. And the second time I got it. So you keep applying, you never know. I got it the second round. There are people who got it on the 5th round. It really just depends. Yeah, so that's just a little bit about me.
Okay, I love the fact that you've been open enough to say, si mara ya kwanza ulipata, because sometimes it doesn't happen like in the movies, like applying and being accepted immediately. Because also going through the green card way, as you've said, inakuanga ni lottery. So unaweza pata, unaweza kosa, first and last time. Talk to those Kenyans who've applied before na wamefail, na wanafeel ni kama, hey, Latuk manze, mbona ni apply for the 3rd time, ati 4th time, ay hapana. So what would you tell those Kenyans? Would you still encourage them to put their best foot forward again and still apply? Ama ungewaambia, hey, kama the 5th time imekataa, we chill tu.
Me, all I can say is me personally, I do things until I get my way. So I just try and try and try. So you must have the spirit to keep trying, kwa sababu unajua, it depends upali umetoka. Mi pali nimetoka, I knew I had to keep going until I made it out. There was no other way out. Hakuna singerudi home. So for me, it was just about you keep going until something will come your way eventually. Also, the best thing you can do also ni try other places. Si lazima ikuwe US. You know, I was trying to go back to Germany, and because of that, I was having conversations with multiple people when you may travel, ama when you wanajaribu ku travel, and just like that, I learned about the green card. I didn't even know about it when I was applying for it the first time. That's the first time I'd heard about it. So I would say, rusha mawe kila mahali. You never know. Jaribu kila mahali. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. But also, there are so many benefits to pia kubaki home. Kama your dream unaona ije work out for you. You know, you can also invest back home. There are so many people who travel and they end up just choosing to go back home. So you never know. Your life may still be just as good back home. You never know. Yeah.
Kweli. And also talk to us, sasa umepatiwa green card yako. I'm sure you felt so many emotions overcome you. I'm sure you can remember that day. But also a day that I would love you to remember and tell us about ni kufika US for the first time. Unatuambia ulienda Germany. I'm sure that's a different experience than going to the US. Talk to us about those first times umefika US. How was the weather like? Uliona vitu gani ambazo zilikupatia culture shock kidogo? Because tunajua hapa nyumbani, as we were saying earlier, tuko na matatu culture, huwa inabamba mbaya sana. But tunajua US kuna vitu mingi zengine ambazo hakuna matatu. So talk to us about those moments of culture shock and how you are able to adapt and overcome some of these situations or culture shocks.
Well, for me, I got lucky. I got to live with someone who's very, very amazing, my sister, Benna. And she took me in and she showed me everything here. So it depends on who's taking you in. Unfortunately, there are people who get unlucky and they end up with maybe family or host families that don't help to support them. So I kind of had a net that guided me and helped me out. You know, my first month, of course, I was walking to work in the summer heat, and that was very hard. But of course, and I also didn't know how to drive. You know, kuna watu wenye wanakuja huko already they knew how to drive, already they can just start life. So the shock of just knowing there's no regular bus ama matatu. Kama unaenda job in the middle of the day, sometimes you either Uber, kama una do ya Uber, unatembea. So things like that were definitely very, very shocking. Also, work culture ya huku ni very different. You know, if you have family abroad, they'll tell you in the US people work a whole lot more. Like, it's very normal to have a 10-hour work day or 11 or 12-hour work day. So that was kind of very shocking. There's so many culture shocks, but for Kenyans, when we move here, the biggest, I think, for us is just the lack of community out here. Unajua, we grow up Kenya, especially kama mimi, I grew up in Kapsabet. I know just about everybody. You know, niko na mse wangu wa pikipiki, hadi leo niko huku bado niko na mse wangu wa pikipiki, madhe kwa soko. Nikitoka tu nje ya gate kila mtu ananiongelesha. You know, here there's a sense of loneliness really because people don't live in community ama wase hawaishi pamoja vile tunaishi pamoja back home. So that's definitely the biggest thing for me and that's the thing that I miss the most back home ni. Tu hata mse wa matu, ukiingia kwa matu na kula story, you know, it really does make life better. You just never know until unaishi huku, you know.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, I would say that.
I totally agree. Kuna vitu fulani sahi mimi na enjoy ambazo I might take them for granted kwa sababu sija travel, sija kuwa away from home, but ile time nitakuwa kwa position kama yako nitakuwa nikisema kama vile umesema, yani kupiga hata story na conductor, kukuwa na mse wa bike, kukuwa na mama mboga pale anaweza unajua anaweza kusaidia ukiwa na 1-2-1-2. So I understand that sense of community that you mean and that you're talking about. Aya, Latu, kuona kama mse ambayo uko outgoing, unapenda kufanya vitu outdoors. Before we talk about your rise in what you do and your workspace, nataka tuongele extracurricular outside of work. Tuambie some of the interesting things that you do. As you said, your sister has been there. I'm sure there are fun things you do with her. I'm sure there are fun things you do with the friends and community and tribe of new people that you've made. Was it easy, by the way, making new friends, getting to know people? I'm sure they were asking you, hey, Kapsabet ni wapi? Dedan Kimathi University, uko ni wapi? So talk to us about some of those things you were telling your friends about where you're from, because all those things are interesting.
Yeah, okay, for sure. Me personally, napenda kuishi tu outside, napenda kuishi na watu. I feel like ukimove huku US, unajua, ukiji-isolate, for sure you end up with depression. I'm pretty sure a lot of us immigrants, when you wanna watch here, will reach out and tell me that they've probably gone through that. So I like to be outside. I like to go outside and hike. Time ya summer hivi we play tennis here and there with my friends. We're swimming, so tunapika na kukula pamoja. That's probably our best activity to do with my friends around here in Durham and in Raleigh, is just to come together, tunapika, tunacheza, you know, Kadi, Kenya at 50, games like that, and play some music, you know, Kenyan music, and kukula two stories are back home. So that's probably the best activity that I do, is just to interact and live with people. I love fashion, interior decor. You can follow my TikTok, Latuk, kind of keep up with that. Yeah, church, you know, I mean, I tu kama Mkenya, yeah. So simple life, good life, yeah.
Nice. I love to hear that. Sasa tuingie kwenye work life kwa sababu as we were saying to guys earlier on, you are able to secure yourself a job and you are able to put your best foot forward, rise through the ranks. Now take us through that whole process. Talk to us, how did you apply for this job? Talk to us about going out there and applying for the job. Was it an easy kind of task? Or did you have to go and get maybe a few more skills up and apale? And then when you got the job, talk to us about that process of being in that job, alafu kujituma mpaka venye unapigwa promotion pale unafika unajua higher kind of standards.
Okay, yeah. So mi nilianza tu hivyo just as a shift supervisor. Wase wa US wanajua tu hiyo ni kazi tu ya kawaida kama tu kufanya kazi kwa hoteli kama supervisor. And of course, when living in Kenya, I already had my career, so I already knew what I wanted. So for me, it was just kind of getting my foot in and proving myself through my own work ethic, right? So my journey was really just mine. So I know a lot of people that move here and then they first wanaenda shule, then wanaanza hivyo, wengine wana join army, wengine wanaingia nursing. For me, I had my career and I have a passion for leadership, so I kind of just wanted a way to get my foot in because I knew my work would speak for itself, yeah. Of course, hiyo haikukuja without challenges, you know, wewe ni immigrant, your English just sounds the way it sounds. You're getting accustomed to a different type of work culture. So those were the challenges that I had to face, but my mom always says, like, there's just something about me that would allow me to maneuver and live with people because I just live with people easily, and that's just a gift that God gave me. So that just is what helped me to grow. And of course, showing up to work and working harder than everybody in the room. You know, we don't come from much. So when we move here, for us is a point of proving ourselves. So really, we're doing more than what anybody else is doing in the building. So that's what I would say if anyone is wanting to start out the way that I did. It's not easy, but it's possible. You just really apply for work on LinkedIn. Just pick the career that you're in and just kind of start from there. Or if you want, you can come and get a skill in whatever you choose to do. You know, there's definitely more opportunities here as compared to back home. Or you have even better avenues to maybe access school, and even if it's just a technical skill like electrical and stuff like that, it's very possible. I've definitely seen a lot of people doing it that way. It's just finding something that works for you and that will suit you, and definitely something that you're passionate about.
And I'm sure, as you've said, it wasn't an easy journey. It took time. I'm sure you had, as you said, to lock in, put in the work. But as I'm sure the fruits that you're enjoying right now are fruits that are worth it for this kind of stage that you're at. Ceiling in Akaje, what else are you aspiring to do? Are there any other missions, goals that are in the future that you already are working towards?
Yeah, really, and maybe this is how I ended up here, but for me, I really want to grow a community for us immigrants out here in the US. You know, I want us to keep having conversations on how we can improve the quality of our lives as immigrants out here in the US. You know, be it that just finding ways to have social interactions and community where we just come together and kind of help each other. So that's something that I'm really, really passionate about. On my TikTok, I often will talk about alcoholism and substance abuse amongst us out here, and it's not coming from a point of judgment. It's really coming up from a point of love and understanding, and just knowing how easy it is for us as immigrants to lose our way because we come here and we're alone, and there's such a disconnect from people back home sometimes because often people from back home will lean on us for us to help them, and then we don't have people that we lean on because, you know, at the end of the day, it's like you really want to support your family and help them, but you also are trying to maneuver a new life and trying to create a new life for yourself as well, and that can kind of become a heavy burden to bear for anyone really. So I really want to have that the community, the ability to reach as many people as possible, and you know, if even one person anapata the help from just having conversations and seeing how we can help each other, that's really what I'm passionate about. And of course, taking care of myself and my family back home, my mom, my dad, and my brothers, and all my friends.
Ah, nice. And thank you for passionately saying that to us. And we can already tell from the way you're speaking about it that you're already part of a community, but I love the fact that you're saying you want to grow a community, especially when it comes to immigrants and Kenyans, because at least wewe umekuwa huko. So newcomers ambao wana watch show, ambao watakuwa wakikuja huko, sisi pia tukikuja huko, at least najua utakuwa ukituambia, oh, this is what we should do, this is what we shouldn't do. Hapa ndo place inaweza, hapa haiwezi, wa Kenya wako hapa. And I like the fact that that's why we have this show right here, to connect with so many amazing Kenyans. Kama wewe nyumbani sasa, ulikuwa unajua kuna mtu kama Latuka kwa huko nice mbaya. And as you can tell from how she's saying things, yeah, alipata green card yake mzuri, akaingia kule, na alikuwa tayari ashapata experience ya kwenda majuu ambayo ilimuenlighten, ikampatia ile motisha ya kusema, huku lazima niende. So I love the fact that she's here to tell us how it really is, because that's what we're all about right here on Diaspora Connect. So continue coming through with all your questions, your suggestions. Watu wetu ambao wana guest sights and sounds, keep them coming through. And I love the fact that that is going on. And before we go back to our amazing guest Latuk, who is joining us, of course, from North Carolina, of course, in studio hapa kwenye hangout niko na Pretty Mwende, mwalimu kutoka UAE, and she's here to tell us all those good things that she's been doing there, vitu zimempeleka huko, challenges, good times. Tunajua pia kumekuwa na some good times, ndio? Yes, tutakuwa tukiziongelea. But also, when we talk about good times, niko sure ume interact na culture na vitu ambazo zilifanya ufikirie kidogo. You know, especially when you go to a different place. Yeah. Unaambia ufanye as the Romans do, but sometimes you step back na unasema, okay, so recently I've been showing guys what different cultures, different sports, things that people are doing around the world that to us, especially Kenyans, might seem a bit off. Yeah. So kama last week nilikuwa naonyesha waso in Spain walikuwa they have a festival wanatupiana tomatoes.
Oh, nice.
Unaweza imagine hapa Kenya tukianza na vile tomato ni bei ghali. Inaweza kuwa noma mbaya sana. So I want to show you some things that I've come up with today, because this past week kumekuwa na new kind of events that have come up. So there is a mixed martial arts event that doesn't involve human beings, but involves, you didn't guess it, but involves robots. Take a look at this, mwalimu. Hebu angalia hii clip hapa. Unaona ma robots zina mixed martial arts. They are there fighting, jumping around.
Someone controlling them.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody's controlling them from somewhere, but the fact that now we have robots in the ring. Hey.
Less damage to the body. So.
Yeah, no, one of it doesn't know where it's going. You see, it's like running away in a pigwa, in a ruka.
GTA in real life.
For yourself, what do you think of this sport? Is this something that you see yourself going and watching? Is this something that, ukiambiwa, hey, can you participate, sponsor a robot? Is this thing that you'd be interested in?
Probably learn. Learn how to operate it.
Okay.
Maybe not for fighting.
Not for fighting.
But definitely I'll be very open to
learning and seeing how you could use it in a different setting for classroom. See hapa.
Why not?
I totally can see that. I like the fact that we're playing this clip right now. I don't know if our amazing guest is back yet, Latuk, but okay, I will get to her when she's back. But I want to show you another clip now. This is humanoid robots in a mixed martial arts event fighting somewhere out there in Asia. But apart from this, there's something else. So there's a different kind of sport and a recreation activity that goes down in Italy. It's called wine barrel racing. Take a look at this. So this is guys gathering in the streets, it's been cleared, and they roll barrels of wine just to see nani ndio yule mbaya zaidi. You see teams of 2 people, wanaungana, brother, sister, friends, best friends. So different kind of sports that they go through the town just playing this. Really once cool. a year, it's a cultural really cool. kind of event. They
so
roll
is there any wine inside the barrel?
No. For this event, when they roll it, there's no wine empty. In the barrel. Okay, so it's just empty barrels, and the first person to cross the finish line, kuna kuagana. Now, the prize is not money, but lots of wine.
Well, when are we going to Italy?
So you see yourself, do you think you would participate in this? And if you would, who would you take to be your partner?
Probably my mom.
Okay.
Yeah, me and her make a good team, although we kind of butt heads a lot.
Yeah, I was going to pick my mom too, but the butting of heads...
Yeah, but her ideas are not wrong. There's a bit difference.
So it's mom you'd pick?
Probably mom. And she's very fit. So
she's very fit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
So that's Wine Bar and Racing. You at home, I'm sure you're seeing this and you're like, hey, uko Italy. So I'm sure some of you would be participating. But please communicate with us, talk to us now tuambie. Also, now I want us to switch lanes kidogo, turudi Africa. So, you know, Ghana is known for many different things, especially when it comes to rites of passage, celebration of death in many different things. You've seen the casket carriers, the way they dance along the streets with the caskets. Exactly, It's a cultural kind of thing. But now they've taken it to a whole different level. So right now, in Ghana, there are Ghana coffins that are shaped like people's lifelong passions. So kama passion yako uliko ukiishi, passion yako ni kukuwa na, you had a passion for cell phones and technology. Coffin yako inashepiwa in a way, as you can see on your screen, inakaa kama simu. Or, unaweza kuwa wewe ni msee unapenda magari, ama unapenda viatu, ama unapenda good life, ama unapenda soda. So there's different ways in Ghana in where they can make you happy as you're going through this rite of passage. Unaona kama huyu anapenda kuku. Sisemi ni wetu wa Western, lakini anaekelewa pale ndani, yule anapenda magari. Anaekwa pale ndani. So these are ways in which unaona huyu anapenda viatu. Viatu pale zimemekiwa mzuri, and it becomes your final resting place. Made in your passion. Kitu ulikuwa unapenda. Unaona kama huyu alikuwa anapenda vitu za kitchen. Ekwa, huyu alikuwa anapenda wanyama. Kekewa mnyama pale. Pretty Mwende, mwalimu wetu. Talk to us. What do you think about this? Huyu alikuwa anapenda chocolate na USB at the same time. Tengenezewa jeneza inakaa chocolate na pia ni USB.
Sasa mimi mtanika kwa kalamu ama.
Wewe mwalimu blackboard. Takutengenezea ka blackboard kazuri.
Well,
and I want us to connect back with Latuk, our amazing our family member from North Carolina. Latuk, I don't know if you've been following up, but I've been showing guys some different things that have been happening and some different cultures that have been happening around the world. We were just viewing some wine barrel racing from Italy. We just also saw just recently the way in Ghana, if you have a passion for everything, they try and you to relive or to live out your passion some more. So if you loved cell phones, they make your coffin in a way that it represents your favorite phone. Or if you loved shoes so much, they make your final resting place, your coffin, into your favorite shoe. Or kama ulikuwa unapenda chocolate and other things, they make that. Do you think you would subscribe to this, Latuk?
Apologies, I fell off. It's not me. It's the heat. It's the heat.
It's fine. We understand sometimes network issues, but we are glad you're back with us. I was just telling, we were just having a conversation here with Mwalimu Mwende, and I was showing her some clips of some weird kind of cultural things that are happening all over the world. I don't know if you got a chance to see about the Ghana coffins. I was talking about the Ghana coffins, like in Ghana, when you pass away and you had a passion for coffins, they make your coffin into like an animal that you liked. If it's a chicken, if it's a cow, if it's a lion, they make that. If it's a shoe that you love, they make that into that. Like for you personally, if it's like, let's say for example, a fast food, tunge make your coffin into like a burger or a chicken drumstick, you know? I don't know if you'd sign up for that, Latuk.
Just put me in a bucket.
I love to hear it. Thank you very much for coming back and joining us right now. What's the scenes looking like right now? Are you headed somewhere? Are you from work? Are you going to link up with your sister? What's the motive this afternoon on Saturday?
Well, unfortunately, I'm driving out of town for work, so... yeah, on the road.
On the road. Sawa,
yes.
Man. I want to I want to love and leave you and let you drive safely. I want you to get to your destination well. But before I leave you, just two things. First of all, I want you to talk to every Kenyan who is watching you right now, who has that dream ya kukuja majuu, and they might not have even the passport right now. They might not know how the air ticket they are gonna get it, but dream yao bado ni kuingia majuu. So I want you to talk to them, and also the girl child. I'm sure they're looking up to you. They're seeing venye hiyo jua ya Amerika imekupiga uko sun-kissed mbaya sana, so wana nice sana wakikuona. So also talk to them, alafu tumalizie na salams. Unajua sisi wa Kenya tunapenda salamu. Watu wa Kapsabet wako hapa wanakungoja, Dedan Kimathi wanakungoja, university hapa kila mtu. So please, let's start off with first. Talk to every Kenyan right now, and then we'll get to the salams.
Okay, well, all I can say is if you have a dream, you keep going. I didn't have the ways to come here financially as well, but I had the dream, and it starts with step one, having the passport. Sasa una passport, tutachavelaje. And for me personally, have people, my friends came together and they made the dream possible for me. A few of my family came together and they made the dream possible for me. If it wasn't for me having those people, I wouldn't be here today. So I would say have the dream, yes, but also live with people and have those connections, because people that love you will do so much for you. And because of the people that I have that love me, I am here today. And when you get here, you remember what brought you here. But also, if you don't make it to come here, you also focus on the life that you have back home and do your best to create a beautiful life for yourself. Not everybody will get the chance to come here. It doesn't mean that your life is not going to be good back home. And if you're here abroad in the US or wherever you're watching from, follow me on social media at Latu. Let's connect. Let's get to know each other. Shout out to my mom, my dad. My dad is probably watching this. And my brothers, as well as my best friend, Sophia, Chebet, Kature. I love you guys. And everybody that has been part of my journey, really, shout out to all of you. And everybody here in North Carolina as well. I love you guys.
Nice. Thank you very much, Latuk. Just know right now you've gained a new family that is the Diaspora Connect family. And of course, we would love when you come back home, make sure you connect with us. And right now is the first time we're meeting, but won't be the last time. So any other time when you have other achievements that you have achieved, umekuja nyumbani, you want to tell us about the new community that you've formed, other people want to come on the show and they want to use you as that stepping stone, please, usiogope. And also, we know you are a fan of Kenyan music, so tell us some of the songs that you have on your playlist right now, some of the artists, before we let you go, because now we know as you're driving, there are some tunes you're also listening to. We are sure.
Listen, all I can say, I've been listening to Siaka. So, but listen, that's one of my favorite songs. And Nairobi by Bien will always be played in this car. Yes.
Nice. Thank you very much.
And Uniseri, let me also shout out Uniseri, that song.
Kabisa.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Have a safe drive. And let's continue connecting. And thank you very much. And I'm sure, once more, tell guys how they can connect with you on social media. Remind them your handles, TikTok, Instagram, and LinkedIn too.
Latuk, Latuka _. If you type in Latuk, you should be able to see me anywhere on social media. And thank you again for having me on the show.
Of course, anytime. When family sasa, so we unaweza ingililia mlango yoyote hapa. So thank you very much. And when we talk about music, umesikia Latuka amesema Bien ako pale kwenye playlist. Umesikia amesema yeye pia kwa mama ngoma ako sawa kabisa. And the good thing is that we have our amazing DJ Nadia the DJ. Nataka tupeleke pole pole kwenye dance floor Diaspora Connect so that we can continue having a good time. Nadia, yende sana.
Demo, oh baby, mon amor, hakuna mwingine wa kumsikia kwenye masikio yangu, hakuna mwingine wa kumuona kwenye macho yangu. Ni bebe, hani nishushe mahaba, nigege, mikoko tabani. Mi amor, nikuite jina gani baby? Mon amor, hey, mapenzi bado yaongeza mimi.
Welcome to Nadia's Experience.
Na kama mapenzi bado yaongeza mimi. Nasema kama jinsi ninavyopenda mimi. Na kama mapenzi bado yaongeza mimi. So ningemuri nyota namba na mwezi afiwe mali yake yeye. Natamani la tatizo siwezi wewe ningefanya nielewe. Si alinifunza mapenzi nilikuwa sijui kumwambia. Akanidekeza kishenzi kwenye mzuri ni mwimbi. So asidanganywe na gari burudani na fedha mimi akanichukia. Akanishusha thamani penzi alompenda kisamvinyo na bia.
That right there, Nadia the DJ on Diaspora Connect. Some edutainment, especially when it comes to everything on the dance floor. Make sure you're connecting with her and of course with us right here in studio. When I talk about with us, usisahau, we are still connecting with you, the most important person on the show. Pretty Mwende, Narudi, I'm coming back. Let me just get to a few interactions from our very important people at home. Kuna vitu mbili tatu kadha wa kadha ambazo mnasema ambazo ningependa sana kusoma. Ndio unajua ukiwa important lazima nikushughulikie. Unajua lazima iende vizuri. Aya, tuanze nice and easy pole pole. Nianze hapa na Steven Mwangi anasema hello Diaspora Connect. Please host my auntie all the way in Austria as a nurse. Haina noma bro. Isho bazewe ukisema sisi kazi yetu ni kutry to make it happen because we are the number one connecting show. Sasa fanya hivi. Unaona ile WhatsApp namba yetu ikitokea kwa screen yako, patia auntie ama utumia auntie alafu mwambie tuma bio. Send us your bio and then we will situate you and know wagwan really. Aya Sam bado pia kwa hapa Great Show Neville Sam hapa kutoka Nax Vegas, the number one show. Of course you know, thank you very much Sam. Brian pia kwa hapa anasema Sights and Sounds uko ni Paris, France. So tuko na Croatia ya mwalimu wetu Mwende hapa, alafu sasa tuko na mwingine hapa amesema uko ni Paris, France. Haina noma, zote zinakubalika. Leslie pia kwa hapa anasema hey it's Queen, I think that is Russia. Haina noma, all answers hapa zinakubalika kabisa. Aya, wacha niangalie hivi nione. Aya, naona pia hapa kuna msee anaitwa Top Shota anasema straight out of Eldoret watching. Haina noma. Peter pia kwa hapa anasema kutoka LD show iko fire. Wahome pia tujakusahau umesema hello Diaspora Connect, it's Wahome from Gigiri, it is Paris, France. Thank you very much. Watu wa France wako hapa, wengine wamesema Croatia bado wako hapa, msitie shaka Dan, don't worry, we'll follow you back real soon. Emiliana pia kwa hapa anasema hey loving the show. Claire kwa hapa pia anasema hey say hi to Ugali man, don't worry, we're getting to the mandem there soon. Aya, Nanchalanta kwa hapa pia anasema hello, I am JJ from Nairobi na show iko lit. JJ, hebu ongeza kwa hii message uniambie manze, show iko lit sawa, Sights and Sounds zetu unadhani ni wapi? Just wanted to say hey to you guys na I say hi to my big sis Pretty Mwende, we love you. Huyo ni nani? Anaitwa Praisey. Okay, haujaweka jina. Haya, next time uniachie jina ndo nikiambia Pretty Mwende hapa shout out anajua ni nani, kwa sababu sasa zingine jina za Instagram zinatudanganya mbaya. Mark Milan pia kwa hapa anasema Diaspora Connect, it's my birthday today. Hey, birthday, happy birthday Beyonce. Ndo wewe sasa. So happy birthday to you Mark Milan kwa hapo. Naona watu wa Nax Vegas wame nice, Pipeline pia wamejibamba mbaya sana. Thank you very much and I love the fact that we always have you, the most important person on the show. So apana ogopa. Aya, I want us to move steadily with all of the readiness to our next guest, another Kenyan. Na huyu Mkenya alisema nikiingia majuu bado nitabeba kile inanifanya nikuwe unique in my own way. So his story next itatubamba mbaya sana. But before we get to him, hebu nikuonyeshe video ya huyu msanii wetu ambaye anakuja next. Unaona hapa kwenye shamba mdogo pale, unamuona pale? Hey, kulima tu mdogo. Unamuona pale? Kijana George anafanya maneno yake vile inafaa pale. And I love the fact that unaona anatuonyesha tu maneno. Ukiwa kwenye farm life uko tu pale mdogo. Alafu tena ikikuja una switch up into something totally different. Man like George, I love it. Unaona vile anatuonyesha produce. Ukiwa mkulima pale lazima everything must take time and precision. Alafu pia ni muhimu sana ujue wakati mavuno ikifika. Kwa sababu kama uliplant vizuri, so unajua mavuno ndo the best part of it. So I love the fact that we are seeing these scenes from our next guest hapa. Aya, huko sasa ni kwa farm, tutoke kwa farm. Sasa tuingie pahali ambayo inatuhusu sisi sote. Maneno ya tumbo hapa na pale. Huyo ni guest wetu akiwa kazini, akiwa kwenye office of the day pale. Unaona anatuonyesha mandhari pale tu kama tu nyumbani. Na ukiangalia hii video usidhani hapa ni Kenya. No. Hapa ni majuu, hapa ni mayolo. Hii kazi yote manze inafanywa very far from home. He is nowhere to in the 254. Hii inafanywa huko majuu. And hebu angalia hapo kwanza, unaona mpishi before hata wapatie chakula lazima aanze kuexplainia. Hivyo ndio unajua mtu yenyewe ameweza sana. Lazima chakula ipigwe speech kwanza. Lazima muambiwe hii munapoenjoy. Mjue mnaenjoy kitu ya mtaani kwangu, kitu ya Kenya. So I love the fact that our amazing guest is sharing these amazing intimate kind of videos of him at his workplace. Akijinice in his element when he's grooving and shaking. Ay, angalia chakula hapo. Finger licking yenyewe pale wazee, mate inaweza dondoka hapo mbaya sana. And I love the fact that si nyumbani, ini away from home. So unaweza imagine ukiwa pale na wewe ni Mkenya na hii chakula imeandaliwa na inafunguliwa pale. I'm sure zile aroma pale zinaweza kutake to so many places. Alafu tena ukiangalia mitambo ya kazi, anatumia mitambo yenyewe ambayo unajua yanatajika, ya kifahari. Mambo ngori kabisa. Nimechoka kuongea sasa. Sasa ni wakati wa kuenda moja kwa moja mpaka kwenye guest wetu mashuhuri sana. Man like George aka Ugali man. George, mambo vipi? Uko poa? Lakini delighted to have you my bro.
Niko poa. Nyinyi mko vipi bana?
Pia sisi tuko swadakta kabisa. Tumetulia tu, but tumefurahi sana vile tumekuona wewe. Tumeonyesha watu ukiwa pale shambani, tumeonyesha wasee ukipiga maneno yako pale, vitu sikiwa kwa grill, watu wakipika. Na unajua, alafu napenda venye sufuria ni kama tu ya nyumbani. Yaani hapa panakaa ni kama ni hapa. Hebu tuelezeni nini tunaona hapo.
Nimepoteza kidogo.
Sijui unanisikia sasa?
Nakusikia sasa.
Unaona naonyesha video ya watu hapo ukimega kaugali, ukikanda kaugali. Hebu elezea watu uko area gani, uko wapi hapo? Juu wakiona hapo wanadhani maybe ni hapa Western ama ni hapa nyumbani.
Yeah bana, mimi niko hapa Dallas, Texas. Na nafurahia kufanya hii kazi, kufurahia kuwaleta Wakenya pamoja na kuenjoy kupika na Wakenya kuona tunaonyesha kwamba we're just sisi ni wale wa ambassadors wa chakula zetu za Kikenya.
Sasa naonyesha watu venye ugali hapo unaisonga mbaya sana. Hao wazungu nikoshua wao wanashtuka sana wakikuona ukisonga ugali. Nikoshua wao wanakuuliza hii ni nini? What do you usually tell people who've never had ugali about ugali?
Bana, hapo ukiona kuna video hapo ugali imevunjika. Nilikuwa France hapo nikipika ugali. Na alafu wakasema kuvunjika kwa mwiko si mwisho wa kupika ugali. Na vijana walibidi wakule. Au ni Kenya 7 Steam wanakula chakula changu hapo kwenye parking lot. Tunaendelea.
Okay. So see, I like the fact that at least hata Kenya 7 Steam, Wakenya pia wakiwa away from home wakipatana na wewe wanajua ugali lazima iende sana. Sasa nataka tuongelele hii story before uende France, before uingie ndege, before uende majuu. Talk to us about the journey, because tunajua wewe ni wetu hapa kutoka 254, wewe ni Mkenya halisi. So talk to us, ni nini ulikuwa unafanya hapa back home, alafu ni opportunity gani?
Ukiongea kidogo na kupoteza kidogo, lakini unataka niongee about our journey.
Yes, from ukitoka hapa Kenya mpaka huko, ni opportunities gani ulipata ndio ukaenda majuu?
Mimi nilikuja nikienda shule na kufanya sports. Lakini mostly nimekuja nikiwa naendelea na maisha, lakini unajua whenever you have a passion for something, you'll always go back to your passion. So hata kwenda shule ilikuwa ni kama ni kujisaidia kidogo, lakini mambo yakakuwa magumu kidogo, tukaamua ni kwamba I need to follow my passion into cooking. So hapo ndo nilianza polepole na nikaanza kuwa na journey. Hii journey imekuwa si rahisi. We've had a lot of ups and downs through this journey, but we thank God that with all this happening, as long as you have a passion for something, you will be able to achieve what your heart and your desires are, as long as you do what you do and be consistent in whatever you're doing.
Kabisa. Alafu hebu tuongeleshe, especially when it comes to hiyo wakati umefika hiyo side nyingine sasa. Umeingia Mayolo, umeingia majuu.
I'm losing you. Umesema?
Nasema tuelezee moments za culture shock ulipata vile uliingia hiyo maeneo nyingine, especially when it comes to food and culture.
All right. The culture shock. The one thing that tunafuatilia ni kwamba ukitoka Kenya, by the way, Kenya, chakula za Kenya ni safi sana, being authentic and being, kwa sababu imetoka na hatuna majimo mingi sana kule nyumbani. So vyakula vyetu they are very authentic. Chakula ukikula kama ni dania ukiweka kwenye chakula, ukikata unasikia harufu ya dania. Ukienda kukula kama, for me, my best culture shock was nilikuja wakati kuna joto kidogo. Nilipofika, unajua ni ile nimezoea nyumbani, unajua ice cream ilikuwa ni for privileged people. So mimi na dada yangu aliponichukua kwenye airport, amenipeleka pale, amenionyesha kwa hapo wanaita grocery store, nyumbani tunaita supermarket. Nilipoingia pale kwa grocery store, mimi niliona strawberry ice cream wamelete na gallon kubwa. Mimi kaenda kununua pale, nikachukua nikaenda nao nyumbani. Ninategemea iwe na ile taste ya nyumbani. Wow, shock on me. Ilikuwa ina taste different kabisa. So vyakula hapa, their different kutoka zile za nyumbani. And that's why unapata kwamba a lot of people wakuja nyumbani wanabeba vyakula kutoka nyumbani kuleta hapa, kwa sababu zina taste different. Spices that tunatumia zile za nyumbani and all that kind of stuff.
And because that was gonna be my next question, kwa sababu tunajua huko nyama, vitu za shamba ziko the same kama hapa nyumbani. Alafu pia hebu nikuulize, kuna chakula zingine za huko umejaribu za huko apart from ugali? Ni gani za huko ambao unapenda?
Vyakula vya huku pia ni vizuri. Nimejaribu vyakula vingi za hapa. Wajua kama lasagna, ni vyakula vya Kiitaliano lakini viko hapa. Tuna vyakula vizuri viko karibu na nyumbani, ni vyakula vya kutoka Mexico. So ukienda kule vyakula vya Mexico they are little different kushinda za nyumbani, ni kama za nyumbani kidogo. Hao wanapika karibu ifike nyumbani, kama kachumbari hapa wanasema hapa ni pico de gallo, So vyakula vya hapa pia vyakula vizuri, lakini watu si tumezoea ukikuja hapa ni burgers and fast food kama sasa unasikia KFC, McDonald's, unasikia vyakula vingine vya hivi ma fast food, ni vyakula venye comfort food. But ukitaka chakula authentic sasa ni ile utaenda kwa ma restaurant zile zingine kubwa, ama uje sasa Ugali Man Kitchen ni kupikie chakula ya nyumbani kabisa sasa.
Hey, kweli. Haya, kuanzisha Ugali Man Kitchen na kufanya hii kuwe kazi ambayo inakupa hela hapa na pale, ilikuwa process rahisi kuanzisha hii business yako away from home?
Ugali Man Kitchen tukianzisha, sisi tulianza, tumetoka mbali. Can say when I talk about the history of the Ugali Man Kitchen to what it is right now, tumeanza hii biashara kutoka mbali sana. Mimi tumeanza biashara hosting rugby events na tulianza, kabla to host rugby events, tulianza ile kuhost the Kenyan Memorial Weekend hapa Dallas and all that. So whenever we meet, tulianza ilianza kama Ministry of Rugby na jamaa wangu moja anaitwa Ariki Obiero hapo nyumbani. Tukatoka hapo tukaanza Certified Party Rockers, which is CPR, yenye tulianza na rafiki yangu moja anaitwa Steven Bugwa na mwingine alikuwa anaitwa John Smalls. Hii ni biashara tulivyoanza polepole, and then now kukuja now to the part of Ugali Man Kitchen ilikuweko ni in 2004 tulipoanza Ugali Man Kitchen officially. Ilikuwa ni jina nimeitwa kutukanwa. Aliyekuwa ananitusi ni mmoja, there is a lady mwa alikuwa ananitusi kwa sababu alikuwa ameorganize a big event kwenye Hollywood, na pale Hollywood sisi wengine wenye hatungeweza kuafford, sisi ni watu wa rugby, so tulikuwa tunapeleka, tumefanya hii for many years. From 2004 tumekuwa tukifanya rugby events, so hiyo ikuwa different. Tukafanya ni kupika chakula, timu wakimaliza cheza waje wale, lakini walipokuja kula wengine wakuenda kule pale alikuwa anataka. So the next day alikuwa amekasirika sana, akaanza sema hawa vijana wanaenda kula kwenye Ugali Man, Ugali Boy. Kwanza alianza niita Ugali Boy na kwenye parking lot. So hapo mimi nikasema amenipa jina, when you give me lemons I make lemonade out of it, and that's how I came up with this name, Ugali Man Kitchen, parking lot kitchen, and from there it became a blessing. So it's not been an easy job. It's never been easy. So tumejaribu, we started slowly, and we are not where we want to be. God willing, we'll go somewhere whereby hata mkikuja mnaona kuna restaurant inaitwa Ugali Man Kitchen pale.
Yes kabisa, na pia tungependa sana tuje tule kwa hiyo restaurant utapoikaifungua. I'm sure in a few weeks, months, unajua years time, sisi tuko nyuma yako, alafu sana uko na sisi watu wako, familia yako mpya ya diaspora ambao tuko nyuma yako, so uko na watu ambao uko na customers tayari. Also, hebu nikuulize hivi, prices, kwa sababu ugali bwana, tunajua ugali na sukuma na nyama hapa nyumbani inaweza ipata kwa bei. Kama hapaje na pricing, kwa sababu najua watu wengi sana wanakuja wana enjoy food yako, but uliamua aje hii ugali itakuwa $50 ama $20? Uliamua aje hizo prices? Hebu niambie.
So pricing ina depend na wajua, time is money. Na whenever ukiweka vitu kama hivyo, ukiconsider the time you go look for the products. Kama sasa unga, naenda kununua unga kutoka kwa store ya Mkenya mwenye ametoa unga kutoka mbali. Hapa Dallas kuna store inaitwa Mox Market. Hapo ndio watu tunaenda kununua unga. Tuende tutafute sasa nyama. Mbuzi lazima tuende tuue mbuzi, na ama kwa sababu vyakula vingi lazima uende kwenye establishment yenye imekubaliwa na FDA. So ukienda kule wajua prices imeenda juu. So nikiangalia calculate all that, ndio ujue kwamba mimi hii kazi sifanyi kwa bure. Nafanya hii kazi ndio kuniposa nipate pesa ya kuendelea kushikilia familia yangu hapa na familia yangu kule nyumbani. So it is a balance. So whenever it comes to pricing depends on the commodity and where the commodity is. So it's not that expensive, by the way. Huwezi kusema ni pesa mingi $50, hapana. Ni a plate inakuja na ugali, itakuja na nyama, na inakuja na mboga ya kienyeji ama spinach na kachumbari. So hiyo unapata ni about $25 to $30.
Okay, nice. I love to hear that. Alafu pia niko sure hapa nyumbani as we are watching you, kuna watu wanauza chapati pale kwenye barabara, kuna watu wa smoky wanakuona, wanaona wewe uko kwenye parking lot, wanafurahi, wanataka kukata ndege na passport saa hii. Sasa nataka utueleze process, kwa sababu tunajua wa Amerika lazima ufuate the correct channels, especially when it comes to vitu kama chakula. So maybe unaweza tuambia what documents, ni wapi ulibidi uende, ni akina nani ilibidi uongeleshe ndio uweze kufanya biashara yako kwa mtindo unaopenda, pahali unapopenda, unajua. So nieleze hiyo, kwa sababu watu wa chapati na smoky watakuja Dallas.
You know, let me tell you, there is something Kenya tunafaa tuelewe ni kwamba whenever you follow your dream, it's never gonna be itakuwa kazi. So kwanza lazima ujue kuna regulations ziko. Kama sasa Kenya tunao health department, wale wenye lazima uende upate leseni ya kufanya kuuza chakula, lazima uende ufanyiwe upimwe, upate leseni. You need to get your health department license from hapa. Sasa tuna different cities, so kama naenda mali city fulani lazima nipate license ya hiyo city kwenda kupika pale. Alafu pia kumbuka, pia unauzia vyakula watu wengi, na kwa hapo lazima wakuja waangalie hivi vyakula the environment ya kupika iko namna gani. Hata kama napikia kwenye parking lot, hapo kuna lazima niwe na maji different, lazima niwe na sanitation, the cleanliness has to be up the notch. Na nyama pia lazima, ukiona nyama nikipika, lazima hapa nyama si kama nyumbani tunasema unaweka tu nyama kwenye moto na unamaliza. Wana temperature za nyama. Nyama inakuwa lazima meet a temperature, a certain temperature ndio ikuwe imeiva, ama kuna wenye wanapenda medium, wanapenda rare, lazima ujue hizo temperature zote ni namna gani. On top of that pia lazima ukuwe umeji protect with insurance. When if anything itafanyika, ujue kwamba hapa ikifanyika hivi lazima nikuwe nimejiprotect. So hapa hautaanza tu hivyo bure, na wale wa nyumbani pia unaanza polepole. Mimi nimeanza, I'm not as big as it might look, but najua kwamba because of watu makastoma wangu, because of the people well wishers, I'm able to be to travel and able to sell food anywhere, because one, I believe that if it wasn't God, hapa singekweko. Secondly, our pia, the people who come, I can open the restaurant, ama ni open hiyo kitchen yangu, na mtu wote aji. Lakini because of the love, and people see the passion, ndio sababu pia watu wanakuja kunisupport, na wanakuja kuendelesha hii goal yangu na my dream. Because it's a dream. And this dream is not yet, I'm not yet where I want to be. God willing, nitafika pale kileleni.
Kabisa, utafika. And I'm glad that you agreed to come onto this platform, because not only are we the #1 connecting show in the region, but also we purposed to have this show for champions like you, so that we highlight the hard work. Tunajua si rahisi kutoka nyumbani kuingia maeneo nyingine, alafu tena kuwaonyesha mbinu zetu, tradition zetu, tamaduni wetu, si rahisi. Alafu pia najua umesema watu wanakusupport, wana nini, but pia lazima chakula, hiyo ugali niko sure lazima ikuwe kwa sababu chakula isipokuwa, unajua.
Nimelete Kenya.
So that's
nimelete Kenya pia.
Kabisa, please, the next time.
Nilikuja Kenya during the HSBC Sevens.
Nice.
And tuliuza vyakula, tulikuwa hapo Nyayo Stadium. And sasa nimepata pia calls kwamba kuna Safari 7 inakuja na wanataka ugali man kitchen ije. So I'm working on the logistics. And tukija pale, tafadhali Citizen TV, Diaspora Connection, munakaribishwa sana.
Kabisa, no maana tuko hapa. And I love the fact that umesema you are always coming back home, because hiyo pia ni kitu muhimu. Asante sana also for taking the time out. Before nikuache uende, nataka uongeleshe wale watu ambao wako nyumbani saa hii, ambao hiyo dream yao ya kuenda majuu, maybe wamekosa karatasi, ama kidogo pesa za kuingia huko imekuwa shida, but unajua wame give up kidogo kwa dream zao, ama maisha kidogo imewapeleka left, right and center. Waonge ungewaambia nini? Alafu after hiyo, so unajua sisi ni watu wa kutuma salamu pia. So after hiyo umewaambia kitu moja mbili, ningependa sana utume salamu. Niko sure kuna wapenzi wako, familia wanakuwatch, na pia wale watu wote wamekusaidia, umesema well wishers, wale wako huko Dallas, yes, wale wametravel na wewe, nataka uwaambie pia kitu. Aya, twende George.
Alright, nitaongea kwa Kiingereza kidogo ama nitachanganya. One thing I need to tell my fellow Kenyans and my fellow supporters, it's never easy to start something. But when you have passion, go for it. You start small, and remember, in everything, in the backbone of it, you need to have a support system that will hold you, so that they'll hold you while you're still down, and they're the people who pray for you. There's power in prayers, because if it wasn't prayers from our family, our parents, we won't be where we are today. Never give up hope. Kukuja America pia ni rahisi ama itakuwa ngumu, depending on how the channel you use. Kuna green card, waliotaka kujaza green card bado quick. Alafu pia kuna a lot of channel. Kuna company mingi ziko huku zinaweza hitaji professionals kutoka nyumbani. Utafika hapa upate kwamba hiyo professional umechagua si hiyo unataka, so unaingia kwenye kujifanyia biashara where your passion is. And one thing I believe, when you work or when you do something that you enjoy doing, it stops being work and it becomes something, it becomes a lifestyle. So please, never give up. Do what you can to continue a lifestyle and to continue your dreams. Kuna wengi walinicheka nilipoanza. Walikuwa wanacheka wanasema huyu, na sasa hii wanaangalia wanasema I wish ningekuwa namfanya. Wengine pia hata wanataka emulate what I'm doing. So whenever you do something, remember, do not give up. There are people who will cheer you on, and there are people who will laugh behind your back. So you pick the positive and go with the positive, and let God continue blessing you. And as you continue being blessed, bless others. Because Mimi community service is what I do. I give back to the community, and will continue doing that until the day I lay down. Now, one advice to the guys when you start nyumbani: don't give up your dream. America ni ngumu, Europe ni ngumu, lakini ukifika pale, be true to the cause.
Unajanitumia salamu.
Alright, sasa hapa najua kuna marafiki wangu wengi na ninapenda kuona. Kuna ndugu yangu mandugu zangu wako nyumbani, Freddy, Brenda, Naomi wako nyumbani. Iche, mtu yangu, ndugu yangu pendwa sana hapo Nakuru, Ichereria yuko hapo ananiangalia, na nataka wajue kwamba I love you all. Now there are people who held me, my crew. Kuna crew wangu anaitwa Jackie, kuna mwingine ni mwalimu yuko hapa ananisaidia pia. Alafu kuna crew wengi, vijana wengi, Steve Mbugwa, my partner, mwenye amenishikilia sana. Na the people that I work with, Mox Market, Elder Nyasimera, my church, my loving church, which is Alpha International, ni watu wamenishikilia sana. Pastor Laiba aliniombea na imeendelea sana. Na wengine wote, Pure Social, ni pali wanaenda every Sunday. It's a restaurant ya Kenya wetu, inaitwa Pure Social. Huyo ni jamaa amenishikilia, anaitwa Fred, amenishikilia sana. Now, above all, without a family that holds me down, my family, my children, my wife, and my children, they've held me down. When I go away to work, mama wetu tuko na yeye hapa, our aunt, Mama Washira, na my wife, wamenishikilia sana. So whenever I'm out there, without them, I won't be what I am today. So I thank God for this, and I'll continue praising God for keeping us and giving us the opportunity. Asante sana.
Na pia wewe asante sana George aka Ugali Man. Can't wait for Ugali Kitchen in America and the rest of the world, because this Ugali lazima ikuwe worldwide. Kwani nani alisema hivi?
Itaenda worldwide.
Kabisa. Thank you very much. And just like that, we connected with George from Dallas, taking Ugali and our culture to the whole world. Now, as you can already tell, the world is already enjoying it, and even your plate I watch you kabisa. And as as you've heard. Some good things there for man like George, some ugali, akirudi Kenya yapo lazima nitakuwa the first one on the list. But also, talking about on the list, I'm wondering what are some of the foods mwalimu wetu Pretty Mwende uye ujipikia akiwa kule UAE, especially when it comes to kimis home. So unajua time una missingi home. Sijui kama wewe pia unaingia kitchen una ugali kidogo ni nini?
Nataka kuonyesha suitcase yangu.
Unga lazima.
Kunde.
Asema kunde. Yaani greens
mbuzi, kienyeji.
Yaani wewe bag yako inapitanga pale wanasha.
First time hata walitoa kaangalia. What is that white substance?
Wakaona ni ugali. Okay, maize flour. It's all good. So during those times, when do you have those Kenyan foods? Are there times when you meet up with some of Kenyans uko?
Yes.
Is unajipikia we mwenyewe? Talk to us about those times when Kenyan foods come through by.
So first, unapacking what you have. You try and don't pack clothes. Pack food.
Food first.
Go utapata mbele. And then there's always African shops. So unazapata ugali, unazapata
unga, you mean ama kama ishapikwa tayari.
Unga, sorry.
Unga, yes.
Unga, that's what I mean. Avocado mostly ya Kenya. Kuna tumboga, but not really.
Not tumboga, but not really.
Nyama iko.
Nyama iko kwa wingi.
Tumeanza kuimport nyama ya Kenya.
Nyama ya Kenya. Oh, I love that because miufikiria especially during those times kama public holidays, si tukicelebrate madaraka, jamhuri, nini. Naweza fikiria kama ningekuwa diaspora ningetaka ku test kidogo. Nataka kazini. Hakuna time. Talking about work, umetuambia wewe ni mwalimu hiyo side ya UAE. Talk to us about before you got there, ulikuwa unafanya nini? Ulikuwa hapa mtaani hapa Kenya. What are the opportunities that you already had in your grasp? Alafu uliona wapi? Uliona kwa social media, uliambiwa na mtu, and then how did you seize this new opportunity? What are the documents that you needed so that you, as you're preparing to go to the other side, check all the boxes in your list?
Okay, so nili graduate UN. Bachelor of Education in Early Childhood. I'm an early childhood teacher, so from kindergarten, hadi class 3, class 4 there. So degree puts you ahead. Unaweza kuwa una, it can also work, but a degree will always put you ahead. And then nilikuwa na a bit of experience in international schools, so that really helped you kuenda. So I volunteered for 2 years. I worked for free. Just because of this big dream.
Waambie kwa sababu watu wanadhani dreams zita unfold kama movie.
No, it doesn't work like that. No. I mean,
so you volunteered for 2 years.
Yes, definitely.
So that you actualize the dream.
I mean, at some point nilichoka, but my mom is also a teacher, so she was like, you're going to stay, because I think she could see the vision.
Yes.
So, I mean, I'm so grateful for that, because that taught me a lot without even expecting anything in return. And it also opened a lot of doors in terms of kujua watu, connections and networking, because in those international schools, people who own Kenya take their kids there. So, it's very, and just getting your name in the room.
Yes.
It does more than money can ever do for you.
Kwa sababu hata as we usually hear on the streets, unajua your network iko hand in hand.
Exactly.
Network.
Exactly.
You know? So I love the fact that you've stressed on that. Na pia you are open enough to say at least 2 years kidogo lilikuwa bado na kwa sababu as we said, and we've heard from so many of our people that sometimes ukienda majuu it's not all rosy. Ama utapata kila kitu ni nywe. So sometimes kuna hizo bumps.
So you just have to figure out how you lay the land for yourself. So 2 years, and then nikaemployiwa kwa hiyo shule.
Ebu nikuulize before ni documents gani ambazo wewe?
That was before nitoke.
Before utoke.
Bado niko Kenya. Bado sijaenda mahali.
Sawa.
So in international schools in Kenya.
Yes.
So nikafanya kama TA. So I needed that experience also in your country. So I did 2 years as a TA, but then nilijua nataka kwenda especially UAE, because UAE loves teachers.
Okay.
Walimu wanapendwa sana. Yani the perks you get as a teacher Yeah, it's very few
Ulikuwa
places.
umefanya research about that?
So I do have a cousin.
So ulikuwa na mtu at least ame-enjoy the parks.
Mtu nikaona
Wewe na yeye muli-enjoy parks ukasema wow, wacha ni.
I do have a cousin. She's called Doris. So alienda mbele yangu.
Nice.
And I could just, you know, when you do 1 + 1, you're like, ni vizuri kujambia ukweli.
Kweli.
So I could see the potential of what it could be, you know. So yeah, she was there, and I mean, I just started applying LinkedIn. I think nearly apply over 300 times, to be honest. Anytime I was frustrated, I would apply for one. So
lazima iwak. Lazima iwak.
So ilikuwa anytime nasikia nimechoka or like I don't have enough
time.
So
I like that
and indeed na LinkedIn, once you put all your details, applying is automatic. So I cannot tell you how many times I nearly apply sana. So and it was a lot of rejects.
Okay.
So what I do with the rejects, nilikuwa nazidilisi nisisikie vibaya.
Of course. Unaficha white.
It can discourage you, of course, because you're like, okay, I'm doing all this and I have all this. But eventually, I got the call, and it was...
So, did you get a message first, or you just got a call direct?
First, they emailed, and the email was looking a bit shady.
That's why I was about to ask, because mimi nikipatanga emails zingine na skip ama to
but you know what they're asking, you check what they're asking for. Kama si kitu yenye ina involve your bank details or my important details.
Yeah, wakikwambia attach.
CV. So ilikuwa inatisha tu, I think CV. Yeah, so I sent it to them, and then on a random Sunday, I was from a tuition. Walipigia nikiwa kwa matatu. Jumped out.
Hey, you had to. Ndio makelele ilikuwa hapo mingi.
Hey, like, is everything okay? Like, yeah, this is Kenya for you.
So you jump out of the matatu, and what do they tell you?
So that's the first interview actually on the phone.
Okay.
So ilibidi niingie kwa vichochoro mahali.
Wait, when they were calling you, they weren't telling you ati congratulations.
No.
Tunapiga interview.
No, they are calling you asikie kwanza kizungu yako. Wasikie kama
ni wewe for real.
And then now is when they invited me for the interview, the actual interview. And I mean, yeah, so the papers are just a bachelor's degree. That's what I needed for my interview, and just like evidence. So kuna hizi free courses online that you can do to just, you know, put yourself out there even more, like child protection, because in international schools are all about protecting the children, and yeah, just, you know, inclusion, autistic children, how to teach them, because sometimes they'll be in your class, sometimes they're not in separate schools, they're included in mainstream learning. So yeah, called for the interview. Luckily they came to Kenya. So a little interview Kempinski. And yeah.
Ukapita wakakwambia, did they tell you congratulations hiyo siku ama walikupatia some time?
And you know the irony is unaanza hapo unajuza hadi unajishangaa wewe mwenyewe, because you can't be talking about yourself this much.
Wewe nimefanya all this.
Yeah. Nilikuwa na everything, even the irrelevant documents I had. So the woman, first I went to a man. Akaniangalia akacheka tu kwanza, akaniambia sawa, thank you. So I'm walking out of Kempinski and I'm like, oh, now you know, because the whole day ujakula. Someone is running after me and she's like, oh, you need to interview with the other woman. And I'm like, huh? So I went to the other lady, and now she was a bit more firm and very intimidating. So when nilimpea kila kitu. And she's like, what have you? I'm like, I've done this. And yeah, that's it. They tell you thank you. So uende.
Tutakukol.
You go, hope for the best. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
They love to say inshallah.
Alafu after a few days.
No, months. Let me tell you, ilifika mahali hata tukaambia na rafiki yangu.
Imeenda. Next time tutajaribu ada.
Because they just tell you kwa active pool, but active pool mko watu from all over the world. So
it's too general.
You really don't know what that means. So mimi niliendelea kuchapa job, and yeah, on a random day they just sent an email. Yeah, they sent an email and they were like, Sasa, is my good conduct. You need to get a good conduct from your country. You need to attest your documents. At a passport nilikuwa na ile mzee.
Maybe revamp, renew.
A crazy couple of months, but yeah.
But I'm sure it was worth it because it was part of the dream. I'm sure really, even as you are getting all, especially after waiting for a while, then getting the call back to get all these documents, I'm sure there was that now. Hey, okay, it's almost there.
Exactly.
So then you get the good conduct, unapata all these certificates that you need, unawatumia, and then they tell you
Yeah, they send you the ticket. I mean, once they ask you for the good conduct and
that means you're good.
You're fine, because now you need to. They also send you a contract to sign, and then that contract is kind of binding, so you can't really sign another one for a few. Yeah. So
that also comes with, as you've said, the ticket, your air ticket.
Your air ticket.
And what else is included?
Oh, I had a ticket. I had accommodation. My house had furniture. It had utensils.
So the accommodation was already ready on the other side.
Everything was ready.
Hey, pretty mwende. Wow. A good life yani ilikuwa inakungoja after waiting, after all these ups and downs.
Oh, goodness. Nilitoka kwa mama yangu, nikaenda kwangu.
Big dreams, good dreams. Aya, umefika sasa UAE.
Yes.
Talk about your first day. Umeshuka ndege, ulipanda JKA, uliulizwa chicken or beef, ukakula. Ukashuka ndege.
Yeah.
Talk to us about those moments. Talk to us about weather, culture shock, being picked up. It was your first time in...
out of the country. Alone.
Tuongelesha hizo moments and how you overcame and at least ulijirudisha 10 toes back to down to.
I mean, okay, I think also I have an advantage because of my cousin, so she prepared me psychologically, but also just I think having a strong root at home, you know, where we take this prayers for granted, but ukianza kusafiri you're like akiniombeni,
make sure usisahau,
please niekeleni hizo mikono. So I mean that just kept me, and the fact that people are just checking up on me, like umefika wapi, unaendeleaje, and even the first school that we went to was amazing. So they kept, like, you know, tabs on us. Tulifika walikuwa na majina zetu in big placards. And ironically, the principal was there.
Oh, at the airport.
Imagine.
Wow.
That was amazing. That touched my heart.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a different kind of vibe.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Ilikuwa usiku. It was like 10, 11. He was there.
I'm sure that was also reassuring in a way.
It really was. And we got there and he's like, call your families, tell them mefika
uko sawa.
Everything is fine.
Hey, yeah. I love to hear it. Manze, Pretty Mwende is here, teacher in the UAE. Na kwa hapa nyumbani anatubamba mbaya sana. And I love the fact that you, the most important person at home, is following all these questions, because there's so many messages that are coming in. Salimia Mwalimu Mwende, I'm sure nafunza English and literature. How can we connect locally? Usijali, Pretty Mwende ako hapa atatupatia all those details, so you should go nowhere. Keep it right here on Diaspora Connect. Keep on writing to us, ask us all those questions. Na wengine wenu mlikuwa mnataka sana mjue ni nini alikuwa anahitaji, umeshaambiwa. Wengine wenu mlikuwa mnaniuliza mambo ya air ticket, alipata aje, umeshasikia kila kitu, accommodate, pata principal kwa the airport. La haula, vitu tabu kama hizo. I love it. So keep on pulling up on us, send us all those questions and messages, and I'll be reading some of them as they keep on coming in. But as we keep on proceeding, to give you what you need is the fact that we have another guest who is out there. Yeah, gwiji mwenyewe. Yes. And the good thing is that when you come on Diaspora Connect, it doesn't matter what profession you do, what you're doing. We are all about celebrating you, especially the fact that you're away from home. So our next guest right here, CFO, my brother, how are you doing? Uko poa?
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
Nice.
How about you, man?
Nice. Also, us, we are easy. We're doing well. Can we see your backgrounds, your surroundings, where you are? How's the weather like? Where are you at?
Yeah, man. View the ambience, my brother.
The ambience. I love it. I love it. Tell us where you are in this beautiful world.
I'm in Washington State.
Mm-hmm. Talk to us about what you do in Washington State.
Yeah, I deal with people with mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm an artist.
And an artist too. Love to hear it. Is that where the name CFO comes from?
Yeah.
And what does it stand for, and how did you get this artist name?
CFO is a chief financial officer. Yeah, a chief financial officer is someone who deals with cash flow, who tackles problems and everything. So yeah, I thought of the name, and I was like, yeah, That's all me, man.
I love it. Plus, we know you get it from being a Kenyan. Your resilience, that grit, that energy, that aura, it all comes from the 254.
Yeah.
So let's recap a bit. Tell us, umegrow up wapi hapa Kenya? Unakumbuka hood ni wapi? Talk to us, what were you doing when you were here in the 254? And also, ni opportunities gani, or did you see, were you invited? Ulipata green card? How did you make your way all the way to the US?
True. So, mi nimelelewa Thika, like all my life, and we grow Thika nini until vile nimemada chuo nini nikaingia Tao. Nimesomea Pioneer, then after school nimeingia Tao pale kazi kidogo nini. Yeah, nilikuwa na deal na ma spare parts hivyo, then yep.
Alafu ni
So,
uliona ni nani alikuinvite, ama uliona wapi kuna opportunities majuu alafu ukairukia?
Uli apply Mboka, bro.
Mboka gani hiyo?
Si shit ya mental health too.
Okay, so your stuff, your mental health, so you applied to
Yeah.
it. Alafu, because unaisema ina look so easy. Please, let's na najua ikuwa easy.
Yes.
So talk to us, ni process gani? Talk to us about your journey.
Sure.
Unajua watu wanakuwatch, wangependa wasikie kwa lugha safi sana venye unawaambia hii maneno. So please, tuambie.
Kweli. Yeah, so I was introduced to someone, nini nikaambiwa they had an opportunity here, hivyo. But yani after nimepiga job, that's after I've worked in Kirinyaga Road for some time. I've tried several businesses, hivi. Unaona, like you're getting to the money, but not the way you want.
Yeah.
So,
really.
Yeah, you try seek opportunities elsewhere. So you reach out to friends, to family, or anybody who has something that you can venture into. But the whole time in my mind, I've always wanted to do music. I've always wanted to venture into music and everything, but nikiwa Kenya nilikuwa maybe too comfortable. I was too comfortable to try something. Like, it's always been in me, but nilikuwa na feel like maybe it wasn't the right time for me until I came here. Yeah, but hapo story ya kwa job, I met someone. They sent details to these USCIS. They have to you have to apply for you for a work permit. So after that, unaingia pale US Embassy, visa, nini. Then you have to go to these government clinics pale Tao. You have to check you kidogo, nini. Then, yeah, you fly. And yeah, that's how I did it.
Uh-huh.
Sounds easy maybe as I say it, but si rahisi, man.
Yeah,
Struggle daily.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, si rahisi. Alafu pia since uko na hii dream ya muziki na tunajua America ni the land of opportunities, tunajua huko market yao, everything, they are the ones who know how to really get wako na systems ambazo ziko in place for guys to really do it on a higher level than it is right here in Kenya. So have you been able to at least network with people, touch base? Have you been able to learn new things, especially about music? Because the way we do our thing here in the 254, I'm sure you can already tell, and you know right now after experiencing life in the US, that things are way different from studio times to how guys do the split sheets and how guys, get their money from the music. So talk to us about that whole journey, and did you learn these things and then gave you more fire to want to do them?
Well, it's different here, so I had to first, I talked to somebody and I told them what I wanted, and they were like, yeah, if you have the dream, then all you gotta do is just come to the studio and talk your heart out, man. But I had to watch the game first. I had to learn a few things here and there. I had to meet the right person who I could work with, because you don't just want to venture into it with anybody. You just want to find the right environment for you. So I had to take a minute to evaluate what I really wanted, and after a minute I have a lot to say. So after all that, it was just easy.
Okay, I hear that, and I hear there's a new song on the way. I don't know if it's released yet. And when you're making your music, do you draw inspiration from back home in the 254, or is it all the circumstances and things that you are going through in the US?
Mostly, it's the story of my life, man. So of course there'll be I'll mention stuff about the USA and everything, but mostly it's stuff that I've been through at home. It's what I went through that I talk about the most, because mostly I talk about the hard times, because I don't want to forget, because I want to keep pushing myself. So mostly I talk about what I've been through, not my success, since I'm not still comfortable with where I'm at now. I talk about mostly what pushes me.
I totally understand.
The fire in me.
Yes. And also, when we talk about music, how can guys, I'm sure right now there are guys who are watching you, they want to connect with your music, they want to hear your music, they want to tap in to the artistry. How can they get your music? Kindly tell us the DSPs or avenues they are available on, if it's YouTube, if there's a new song, if there's an EP. Talk to the fans who are expecting some new music and tell us what's in the pipeline.
Sure. So to get my music is on all platforms. It's on YouTube, it's on Spotify, it's on Tidal, it's everywhere. My music is on all platforms, and and I have a single that just came out 2-3 days ago. It's called Tony Montana. So you can go stream. And as for the future, what the future holds, I have an EP on the way, but still working on it. So I don't want to talk about it much.
Okay, thank you very much. Tell guys how they can link up with you on social media before we have you send out some salams to all your loved ones. I'm sure kuna wasi wanakuwatch from here in Kenya. Nataka uwasalimie your family, your friends, the new friends that you've made in the US. Please big them up.
Okay, so on all platforms, on all social media platforms, you can reach me through CFO Vlist, VLIST. That's a name of a car. These are vintage cars. That's where I got the name from. So all platforms, CFO Vlist. That's how you can reach me. And I want to say hi to my mom, my dad, my sisters, my nephew and niece, and all my friends that became family, and to all my fans. But I don't forget the Most High.
Thank you very much. And just give us a word, because I know there are a lot of guys who are watching from the diaspora, and their mental health might be a bit in shambles or all over the place, especially when it comes to being away from home, being homesick. So I want you to tell us a word, speak to them, encourage them, especially since they're away from home. It's not easy just coming back home immediately. Talk to them, encourage them about their life away from home. What would you tell them?
I'd tell them I've gone through stuff too, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot to deal with what you're dealing with, but you just take it easy. It's baby steps until you get where you want. It's never been easy for anybody, especially when you're coming from a different country, and then you're having to deal with you're having to meet different people, a different culture out here, and yeah, the schedule is not easy. You have to work maybe more shifts than you did. The food here is pretty different.
Okay.
It's hard bana, kama umezoea avocado pale mtaani nini bana hivi. But yeah, tuna deal nayo pole pole. So yeah, I can encourage people to just pray first. Pray, and then the rest is gonna come through.
It's gonna come through. Thank you very much. We appreciate you so much, my bro. And just to sign off, we're gonna sign off with one of the latest tunes. Let's Talk Ball. We're gonna play that for guys, so that guys can get into your vibe, listen to you, and see and hear for themselves what your vibe is all about. So we're gonna take a short commercial break. Man like CFO has blessed us with his new song, Let's Talk Ball, and that's the song we're gonna play. But after the break, make sure you come back. I still have Pretty Mwende here to talk about the UAE.
Unangori nafanya hadi navuka mipaka. Stani mina dance, no, sijaanza juzi kuruka mapenzi. House on my back daily, wanajua move make my offense. Wanna take this shit be serious catches. Washakra my moves, wanna try to change the rules. On my senge, seen my bulls. Hawezi rusha one twos, washakimbilia my tools. Wanna follow orders from above, na bado wanatona the fools. Nilipiga kona ikabaki wamenisaka. When I'm in the clear lazima kuwaka. Unangori nafanya hadi navuka mipaka. Stani mina tense, no, sijaanza juzi kuruka mafence. House on my back daily, wanajua move make my offense. Wanna take this shit be serious catches. Washakra my moves, wanna try to change the rules. On my senge, seen my bulls. Hawezi rusha one twos, washakimbilia my tools. Wanna follow orders from above, na bado wanatona the fools. Tranquilo, tranquilo.
Hey, keep it home,